Welcome to Go Camp. I am so glad you're here. I'm Aurora LaRay. I am traveling with my furry-faced pride and joys, Paco and Atlas. We call it Coachmen Freelander, home sweet home on the road. In this episode, we are talking Mississippi. We'll be covering radar apps, tornadoes, dog parks, Red Bluff, and Pecans right after this.
Couch Potato to 5K by Zen Labs Fitness is a simple, free, user-friendly running app. I was skeptical. I'd never tried long-distance running. Couch Potato to 5K starts nice and easy. Baby steps for the win. Before I knew it, I was signing myself and Paco, my 4-pod running coach, up for our first ever 5K. I love that this has been something that I can share with Paco. And it's taken us to trails and created opportunities to make new friends that we wouldn't have had otherwise. Now, we've leveled up to Couch Potato to 10K. Thanks to Zen Labs Fitness and Couch Potato to 5K, I feel amazing.
I don't know what it is about storms. There's something about them. When the storms are coming, I feel like an outlaw, like an outlaw on the run. The little red dots pop up on my radar app. Not today, buckaroo. I'm rerouting. You can't catch me, tornado posse. I'm a black hat. I'm a highway woman. I've come close to killing you a couple times, red dot tornado posse. It saddens me that I haven't yet. I crank up Folsom Prison Blues just to kind of balance myself out, like as a reminder that there are consequences for your actions. All this traveling, I think I might have lost my mind a little bit, but we're having fun, and that's what matters. So we're in a place right now, it's called Transylvania, Louisiana. Their water tower has a vampire bat on it, and it says, "Welcome to Transylvania," in this really cool font, to be said, of course, in a Dracula accent. "Welcome to Transylvania. I'm here to suck your blood." But I found a KOA in Hattiesburg. It's got a few sites available. I just made a quick reservation. We are beelining for Mississippi. The app I mentioned, My Radar, is a great weather app. It's very, very, very user-friendly. Most of the features are free. I did personally jump on the subscription, so I also have hurricane tracking. Based on my current location, it's kind of necessary and definitely worth it. It's like $14.99 annually. So there are so many great weather apps out there though, but that is just the one that I am currently using. When you're traveling, I feel like one of the most important things you can do, like definitely up there at the top of the list to make your trip great, is to be very weather aware. We made it. We are at the Hattiesburg-Okatoma KOA. It is wonderful. We got here in front of the thunderstorms. The wind has been pretty rough the last few hours. I am definitely feeling the core and the arm workout from today. It is called the Stay on the Road Wind Resistance Workout. It will keep you fit. It will keep you fit. I have decided to stay 2 nights. Our site is lakefront. This is a beautiful campground. The hosts are so kind. They're having a potluck this evening. Just very, very, very cool people. So I always work in rest days when booking my shows, scheduling tours. You never know when you're going to hit weather, need to get something repaired, want to have a full work day, or if there's scheduling things that come up and I have to switch things around, or I want to add another show. Something, for me, a usual thing that happens is I find out about sightseeing in an area that I absolutely don't want to miss. So when I'm going to places that are new to me, I really try to schedule very loosely. So for now, though, I am going to take the walking bridge across the lake and go take a shower in their amazing clean facilities before the downpour begins, because the downpour is, you can see it coming. The rain has come. We're still in great shape tornado-wise. Atlas has been keeping watch just in case. He is my protector. It is so nice to be clean, to be showered. We have been boondocking the last few days. I was legit scaring the buzzards away. They were like, that girl is worse than dead. That's what the buzzards said. It kind of hurt my feelings a little bit. So while we were rehearsing this evening, I was just kind of having some fun, and I wrote a verse to a song, you may have heard of it, called I Ride an Old Paint. And I wrote a verse just kind of about our experiences today, and I'd like to share it with you. I hope you enjoy it. Here we go. I drive an old coachman, her name is Nell, headed south to Mississippi, tornadoes on my trail. Followed the Okatoma to a KOA. People are nice here, set us up for the night. The winds came a-hollering, but we're all right. So it looks like it is going to be clear skies in the morning with a high chance of sunshine coming through the windows. Somebody, Paco, has one thing on his mind, and that, my friends, is the KOA dog park. On Paco's first trip to the dog park, and I say first because we went about 6 times already, he has been having a blast playing with Amber and Max, a cattle dog and an Australian Shepherd. Oh, they're having a riot, and I've really enjoyed chatting with their people. But it reminds me, going to the dog park, it reminds me of what we call the incident. The incident happened a few years back. So Paco and I were at this park, and none of the pet parents were letting their dogs play with Paco. It was very rude. Okay, so I walked over to these doggists, that's dog racists, by the by, and I said, what is wrong with you people? Paco is nice. He is the nicest dog. This is a teenager of all of the people in the world. This teenager says to me, oh, it's hard to talk about. He says, ma'am, I spend thousands of dollars a year on lotion to not be called ma'am. I put hemorrhoid cream under my eyes every day, 2 times a day, to not be called ma'am. Hemorrhoid cream is a legit part of my beauty regiment. Okay? Ma'am. Ma'am. Can you hear me? Ma'am, can you turn up your aids? Ma'am. Ma'am. You can't be here. Your dog isn't a dog. That's the day that I found out Paco is a coyote. I'm one of those people. I thought I was adopting a puppy. I adopted a puppy coyote. It explains so much, like why we don't sleep at night, why we ow at the moon, no matter the phase. But he's like the nicest coyote. He would never drop an anvil on you. Between our multiple dog park visits today, we caught up on some work. We did some travel planning. Cannot beat this home office. Lakeside with a shade tree. I also got some great hiking advice from the campground hosts. I am so glad that I stopped by to talk to them. There's not too far from here, there's a place called Longleaf Trace, which looks like an amazing trail, but I didn't tow a car on this trip, and there doesn't appear to be anywhere to park the RV. So we are saving that hike for next time. I've really fallen in love with this area. I'll definitely be returning for an extended stay. But the host told me about a place called Red Bluff, which is also known as the Little Grand Canyon. So I'm very, very excited for us to go check that out. Cut to Red Bluff. It is breathtaking. Red Bluff was created by the natural erosion of the Pearl River, which is still active, very active. The original road has been moved 2 times. That's how active it is. You can actually see chunks of the old road on the canyon wall. The views from the rim are stunning. If you are comfortable, I highly, highly, highly recommend hiking into the canyon. The views are spectacular. You can also, if you have the time, and I suggest this too, follow the stream, which is the source of the erosion. It's like a fairy tale like walk through the woods. You go across the railroad tracks to the Pearl River. We spent about 3 hours today at Red Bluff. I wouldn't have minded having a little bit more time, but we are due in Alabama by the end of the day, so we have got to get trucking. Okay, so we are filling up for gas at Keith's Superstore off of US 49 near Wiggins, Mississippi, a little earlier than planned, but they are 4 cents lower than anywhere I have seen in a very long time. That adds up. I mean, no matter what, but it really adds up when you're filling up one of these RV tanks. And it is a super nice travel center, clean restrooms, great snacks, a bunch of fun merch you can check out. And also, while I am thinking about this, one of our listeners suggested, and this is such a great idea. She suggested that we create a travel fund. Thank you so much for that idea. So if you do enjoy the show and you would like to contribute to our travel fund, our Venmo is at Aurora LaRay. It all helps so much. One more Mississippi stop before we cross into Alabama. The Pecan House in McHenry. There is not much that I love more than a roadside, family-owned local business. They have it all. They have pecan pie. They have fudge. They have flavored pecans. I picked up praline coated pecans. I picked up rum flavored pecans. I also picked up a praline pecan pie coffee to send home to my parents, and my all-time favorite, pecan brittle. Everything is handmade and wonderful. If you don't want to wait until you're in Mississippi, you can order online at thepecanhouse.com. Thepecanhouse.com. So we are at the original location. It is operated by Phyllis and Billy Shoemake. Their granddaughter Chelsea also works with them. Just a quick little backstory on the Pecan House. So Barbara, Phyllis's mom, founded the company in 1984. People, including her husband, didn't think she could make a living selling candy. Luckily for us, she decided to prove all of the naysayers wrong and makes the most amazing candy. A second location in Gulfport opened in 2015. Go get yourself some pecans. I am going to be honest with you guys. I already ate a bag of pecan brittle. I started with 2 bags of pecan brittle. So luckily I got a sec. I'm going to go back in and just get a third, like for safety. Thanks so much for joining us. I love sharing our adventures with you. Go Camp is now available on the iHeartRadio app and wherever you enjoy your podcasts. Please subscribe so you don't miss our next adventure. And if you would like to connect, I would love that so much. You can find all of my social media links at my website, which is auroralaray.com. Have a wonderful day and many, many happy adventures.